You are a lucky woman when you are getting married to a man that you know his weaknesses. You see, don't get married to a man because the man has got a lot of money. Don't get married to a man because your man is handsome. Don't get married to a man because you know your man loves you. That is just a bonus. You see, the good part of your man is a bonus. The real side of your man is his weaknesses. When somebody is teaching you to choose a man or to choose a woman, choose that woman for her weaknesses. Know every weakness in that woman and choose her for that. Know every weaknesses in that man and choose him for that. That man will never change when you marry him. When you choose a woman because of her weaknesses, she will never change in marriage. But people are avoiding the weaknesses in their partner. People are running away from their weaknesses and they are choosing people for their strength. They are choosing people for what they love them about. And they're forgetting one thing. What are they forgetting? That every man has a weakness. Every woman has a weakness. And those weaknesses show up only when you marry them. Before marriage, those weaknesses don't show up. The reason why you are thinking that your marriage is boring, it is boring because you choose that man for his strength. You never chose him for his weaknesses. You never sat down to ask yourself, what is his weaknesses? What do I hate in this man? You see that one thing that you hate in that guy. It is better to know what you hate in him and marry him because of that. Because he will never change. What happens is most people can improve their weaknesses. You know, most people that realize their weaknesses, they can grow and overpower their weakness. But strength, nobody overpowers their strength. There is no way, my sister, that I can improve on my handsomeness. You see, if you are seeing me as an ugly man, there is no way, all right, you can see me as handsome. And if you love me because you know that I am not handsome, but you still choose me for that, you will never hate me. Because you will not expect me to be more handsome than I am. But if you're marrying me for my handsomeness, I am going to grow old. And the more I grow older, the more I start to become ugly on your face. If you're marrying me because I have money, it's okay. Remember, money can disappear. And if my money disappears, what will you be marrying me for? What are you be staying with me for? If you're marrying me because I'm good in bed, I'm reaching the point that no man has ever reached in your life. As I'm growing old, I'm losing my strength. I'm losing my stamina. I'm becoming weaker by day. That's why most of our elderly women today are having some young boys they are calling, what are they called? I don't know where that statement, that word went to. Because these women married their men because their men were good in bed. So as the time goes by, it's not even as the time goes by. When you are dating, you are meeting this guy once a night, once a week. You are meeting this guy once a month. You are meeting this guy twice in a week on weekends. And he's preparing for that day. And that's why he's going and digging deeper. So you are marrying him because he gets deeper where no man gets. As you're getting married, when you marry that man, he's not going to do the same thing. And that's where now you're going to go for those small young boys. I'm telling you, marry a man, marry a woman because you know their weaknesses. My brother, you're marrying that woman because she is polite, she's quiet, she's innocent, she doesn't talk much. You know, bro, I just want a woman who doesn't talk. I want a woman who is peaceful. I want a woman who is silent. Hey, bro, take that woman home. That's when you will know that you married a weaver bird. In your home. You will be wondering, what did I marry? How did she come to change? Women talk. No woman is silent. My brother, no woman is silent. If yours is silent, there's a problem. Women talk. It only matters what she's talking about. There are women who talk nonsense, but there are women who talk wisdom. But women talk. That's how they were created. That's how they are created. Some women, when they talk, you feel peace in your soul, and they talk. Others, when they talk, you feel torture in your soul, but they talk. So when you're finding one who is talking and you're marrying her for that, you are doomed, my bro. You are doomed, my brother. You are doomed. You see, my sister, men fight. And a man can slap you anytime. I will tell you that. A man can slap you any time of his day in life. But what makes your man not to slap you is discipline, character, and restraint. Discipline, character, and restraint is what makes that man not to slap you. But every man you see around there, they've got that power of disciplining somebody, of leading someone, just like your manager. Your manager feels like slapping you, but they cannot because there is character, there is discipline, there is law, there is something that restrains them from being physically abusive. So you are choosing a man, a certain guy who doesn't care. He's a soft boy. You know, I love him for his softness. He's gentle. He's never getting angry. You know, I just love this guy. He's never been loud. He's never voiced himself on me. He's never gone wild on me. That's why I'm marrying him. My sister, marry that guy and get into his house. You will be given slap that you've never seen in your life, electric slap that you've never seen. That gentleman that is dating you, that is not talking, that is always just yes, okay babes, okay, sorry, people make mistakes. Marry him. You are meeting this guy only once a week. You are meeting this guy only twice in a month. You have never been in his house. You've never gone inside his nerves. That silent killer guy that never corrects you, that never get angry on you, you are marrying him for that. Marry a man that has ever been angry at you, and you've ever fought, you've ever, pushed yourself to the walls. You see, that man that you've argued with, that man that you have spoken to, you've fought until you said, I'm leaving this man, I'm breaking up with him. But you saw he never held his hands to want to slap you. He's never went to a point where he's saying, I'll hit you up. If you don't stop, I will beat you. If you don't go silent, I will kick you out of this house. That is the man you want to marry. The man you've never fought with. The man you've never shouted with. The man that has never shouted at you. The man that you've never pushed to the wall. I'm not saying do not marry them, but I'm saying is a recipe for trouble when you're married. You are going to get some